is generally a good place that I go to do the writing part of this thing. It's usually pretty quiet. If you sit here and sit still long enough, you can see deer. Usually there's nobody around. No cars, no cops, no people fighting. None of that stuff. Maybe you might see somebody with a dog once in a while. That's about it. So it's a good place to just sit and relax and breathe. And try to get a handle on what you want to do. So for lyric stuff, generally I will just fill a page of sheet manuscript paper just doodling around and just free roaming writing stuff, just whatever's on the top of my head, not with the idea of really doing any kind of lyrics, I guess more like a journal. But generally I just turn my brain off and just fill the page with a bunch of stuff, and I usually do it here. I've been doing it here for a really long time. I don't know, 5-10 years. Everything I've written in the last 10 years probably, I've sat down in this spot and done it. So it's a good place. I think, for some people they got an office they could do it, and some people that's fine. It's just a little too noisy where I live. It needs to be really quiet. It needs to be none of this, like, just the rabble of, people fighting and just lawnmowers and dogs barking and, stuff turning on and off just in their house that I can hear, and just every kind of just thing that just can be distracting. And there's none of that here. It's usually pretty quiet, depending on what time you come. Sometimes they got like track coming on and you see people running, but most of the time it's pretty quiet here. So I would encourage everybody to find a place like this that they could do the same kind of work, to just relax, turn their brain off, and just write. See what you come up with, and just keep honing that edge, the one that you have to kind of tap into to write stuff. I mean, I generally don't have any filter when I'm writing stuff. I try not to be editorializing too at the same time, because I'm just trying to get raw data, whatever you want to call it. And I usually don't have much of a plan, and things generally come out pretty well for me that way. But other people are really good at doing things if they have a plan. But my plan is to, find a space where I can tap into my own intuition, and then use that the best I can, and then just be cool with what comes out of it, and not constantly try to, rewrite it, or I don't know, try to make it good. I don't know what good even is. Good is finished, like, as far as I can tell. That's the best version of good that I can come up with, and anything else besides that is up to other people, what they decide. So yeah, so I'm gonna start doing that writing here, and then I will share what comes out of it. So there you go.